I hope you found the lesson 1 helpful, particularly the exercise. Today being lesson 2, we're looking at giving yourself a self-concept makeover. In lesson 1, we looked at an assignment and of course an exercise where you've come to know yourself, particularly the limitations and the unwanted aspects of your life, the patterns, the automatic reactions, and the situations where you found yourself, the limiting belief, the self-talk and self-doubt, and the factors that have contributed to who you are from the feedbacks you've gotten from these various people. And you're gradually looking at this to understand the preferred you. In today, we're going to be looking at what we call creative visualization. Now, it's one of the ideas or the presuppositions in neuro-linguistic programming. What this is about is where it's like a frame where you have a screen containing your undesired self, who you do not want to be, on your left. And then on your right, you are having the desired self. Please understand at this point that your mind does not know the difference between what is real and imagined. In your mind, when you imagine something long enough and you can feel it strongly enough, the brain takes it as though that incident has already occurred. In fact, it goes to memory and can be easily recalled and played back as though it has happened. And that's what we're trying to do now. I want you to close your eyes now as we get into this session of creative visualization. I want you to look at a screen on your left. This screen on your left contains every single habit, limitations, lifestyle, difficulties, weaknesses. Just list them out. All the things you do not want, self-talk, limiting beliefs. Now, as you're looking at this screen, change the color of the screen or have the color of the screen to be black and white. Now, on your right, you now have a screen of a similar size that contains all the things you do want. The healthy beliefs, healthy lifestyle, the self-love, the self-crush, all of the things you do want in life. Don't worry about how will they happen. Don't worry even if your mind begins to fight against it. Begin to list everything now. Now, make the color of this screen colored. Remember, on your left, you have this black and white screen, and on your right, you have this colored screen. Now, come back to the left. As you're looking at this black and white screen, what you now begin to do, as though the antenna, if you're familiar with the black and white TV back then years ago, now do as though the antenna of the TV, is being moved around. And then what you're seeing on the screen begins to get blurry, begins to break and shake, and then begins to wipe away gradually. As it's wiping away, it's fading off until you begin to struggle to read through what you have on that screen. As you try and imagine this as strongly enough. If you're not getting this exercise well enough, you might want to take this video back a bit and play it over again until the thing disappears. And what you're seeing is just a plain screen. Even that screen until it wipes away and becomes plain. Now you come to your right. Begin to bolden the things you have on this right screen. As you're seeing it, you really do not know how you're going to achieve this. You don't have any idea how you're going to imbibe these features, these characteristics and abilities into your life, or how you're going to experience this. But as you're looking at this, begin to assume as though there is this light coming out from this screen, and then it's glaring into your eyes, penetrating into you. Begin to feel yourself getting overwhelmed with the brightness of this screen. Begin to feel the joy, the happiness. Even if you're going to be feeling internally as though, how true is this? How genuine is this? How real is this? It's part of the process. Now, as you begin to feel this, begin to absorb, begin to imagine, begin to apply and accept all of these things you have on the right screen. Begin to experience them. Get thankful for them. Begin to experience the satisfaction of you experiencing a new lifestyle, a new habit in your life. You might want to go over this exercise over and over again until it makes sense. Now, the assignment you've got is this. Every morning, you want to take up that creative visualization again. Now, if you're still finding out during the day, you're realizing some thoughts, some feelings, some reactions that are not desirable, not what you do want, just put them on the black and white screen. And the attitude, the lifestyle, the experiences you do want, put them on the colored screen. Make this a practice every morning going forward for the next 3 weeks. Now, whatever way you feel, your thoughts, your emotion, put them in your journal. Write them down and observe how gradually the list and the things you're going to be writing on your black and white screen might change from morning to morning. The number might increase on mornings and might grow some mornings. And of course, with the right one as well, the colored ones, the things you write might change from day to day based on your priorities. Some days you have a long list, some days you have a smaller list. Don't worry about it. But as you practice this, write your feeling and your experience on your journal. And you begin to see how you're gradually realigning and reframing yourself, thinking more what you do want and what you do look forward to having and experiencing in your life. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Well.